All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect outer toiling in his truth. I'm Pathaka Moth, GMS Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with another quick hit lesson. And I think I'm going to entitle this one, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is, man. You got people out here, you know, you got these Christians talking a whole lot of madness, you know what I'm saying, about what they think the Bible is talking about, you know, what the kingdom is, what heaven is, what hell is, you know, which is all madness. And then you got this other clown out here, Vocab Malone, you know what I'm saying, trying to, going around right now talking about we're not teaching the gospel, man. Which, what is the gospel, man? When you go into that word gospel, it's good tidings, man, good news, you know? And like, I watched a beautiful lesson from Apostle Gabar recently going into that. And just like he was saying, you know, everybody cannot receive good news, man. You know, let these Christians tell it. The whole planet can have good news. That makes no sense, man. There's no balance there, which the Most High is a balanced power. Let's you're dealing with a balanced power, but everything that these people teaches is not about balance, man. It's one-sided. He's all love. The Most High is and his son are all love. You know, this thing is for everybody, you know. It's good news, good tidings and good news for everybody. That makes no sense, man, you know. That's a false balance, man, and the Most High hates that. This is Proverbs 11:1, and it reads, a false balance is abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but a just weight is his delight. So the Most High is about a just weight, man. You know, when you get a balanced scale, you know, if you put something on one side of it, it's going to tilt the scale up. You know, one side of it is going to go down, the other side is going to go up, man. There's no balance there, you know. All love is a false balance. That's putting one thing on one side and it tilting that side down and the other side up, man. The Most High ain't dealing with that. He says a just weight is his delight. That means equally on both sides of the scale, man. You know, what cannot you dumb Christians and you dumb people understand about that, man? You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna deal with love, you're gonna have to put the same amount of love on one side as you the same amount of hate on the other side, man. You know what I'm saying? The same amount of evil on one side as you put good on the other side, man. Which the Lord tells you he's all those things, man. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 45:7 goes into that. He's all of those things, man. You know what I'm saying? So just right off the top, the Most High is a balanced power, man. So he blessed Jacob and Esau, man. Both of them received blessings. And I'm going to read this real quick. This is Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 20. And it reads, by faith, Isaac, which we know through the spirit, you know, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, by way of this truth, man, the true understanding of the scriptures, that Isaac is Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is the true biblical name of the one that the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ, man. You know, his true biblical name is Yahweh Shai. We know Isaac is Yahweh Shai. As a matter of fact, let me prove that real quick. You know what I'm saying? This is Matthew 1:1, and it reads the book of the generations of Jesus Christ. So this is dealing with Jesus Christ. Now watch what it says. The son of David, the son of Abraham. Now, when was Jesus Christ ever the son of David or ever the son of Abraham, man? Well, when he was King Solomon, he was the son of David. And when he was Isaac, he was the son of Abraham, which brings me back to Hebrews 11:20. Back in Hebrews 11:20. By faith, Isaac, Yahweh Shai, blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So And that's, if you think about that, it's not hard to even perceive that. You know what I'm saying? That's not hard to perceive. You know, he was able to bless. You know, who was able to do that, man? You know, Yahweh yeah, the Most High Yahweh, and his only begotten son Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even hard to fathom, man. He's the one that can bless. He's the one that can save, because those things were given to him from the Father, man. You know? So that makes perfect sense. So by faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So both of them received blessings, man. This is not it's not one-sided on either side of the fence, man. So what you got to understand about that, you know, for you Christians, you non-understanding Christians, and these demons out here, these clowns out here like Vocab Malone, there's two sides of a coin, man. You know what I'm saying? So just like there's blessings, there's an opposite side. We just read in Proverbs 11:1, the Most High is a balanced power, man. A false balance is an abomination, but a just weight is his delight. So understanding that, the opposite of the blessings are the curses, man. So he said he by faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. And those things to come were the fact that Esau, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the blessings. Esau was going to receive a blessing, and Jacob is going to receive a blessing. Both can't receive the blessing at the same time. You know, that makes no sense. That's a false balance. So when one receives the blessing, the other has to receive curses, you know. But I want to, and vice versa, man. But I want to go into real quick. I'm gonna go into the account over here in Genesis, you know, where they both received the blessing. This is Genesis chapter 27, and let me see where I'm gonna start. Salakia. I'll start at verse 34, and I'm gonna read down to verse 40. To the beginning of verse 40, because it's going to go into, you know, and give you some context of Esau's blessing. So this is because it's dealing with Esau's blessing right here. Genesis, the 27th chapter, in verse 34, and it reads, "And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father." So this devil cried, man, you know, when he heard the blessings being given to Jacob, man. And he, verse 35, and he said, thy brother came with subtlety and hath taken away thy blessing, because Jacob, which Yaquab in the Hebrew means to supplant, man. He's the supplanter. Verse 36, and he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? Exactly. And here it comes. For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, because he took the birthright the first time, you know, when he gave him in Genesis, the 25th chapter, when he gave him the raw meat and lentils. He took away my birthright. There it is. And behold, now he hath taken away my blessing, which, when you understand that, you know, through the Spirit, when you have the true understanding of that, that's just the way the Most High had it play out in the earth, you know, proving that we're in a movie. Because when you read in Romans, the 9th chapter, like around verse 11, it tells you before they were born, before they had did any good or evil, the Most High chose Jacob, man. So he had already chose Jacob. So all of these things that we're reading now is just the way the Most High wanted it to play out in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's proving that we're in a movie. So it says, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? So he's begging at this point. He wants something, you know. Verse 37, and Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? You know, he's letting him know, hey, this guy's Jacob is going to receive everything. He's going to get the blessing. He's going to get the kingdom, you know, the promises. Everything is going to go to him. You know, what do you want me to do for you? What do you want? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, crying, just like they do to this very day, acting like they're the victim. Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And that's exactly what this devil has had, man. He's had the fatness of the earth. You know, he's lived in all the best places, you know what I'm saying, on the planet earth, you know, and he's had the dew from heaven above. Everything that this devil has put his hand to is worked for him. He's been very plenteous and very bountiful, man. You know, that's that blessing coming to pass. Why these so-called white people has had such a good life, man, you know, in their little blessing that's coming to its end now. Reading on at the first part of verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live. So that's exactly how he became the powerhouse that he's become today, man, and gotten everything that he's gotten to this very day is by way of his army, his military, his weapons, man, which is the sword, man, which that's his blessing. You know what I'm saying? So that's Esau's blessing. We're in that blessing right now. But guess what? Jacob has a blessing coming. But right now, Jacob, which are you Israelites, you tribes, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that you're in your curses right now, man. You've been under the curses while he's been under his blessing, man. You know, and that's going to change around, man. As that like that movie with Eddie Murphy, changing places, him and Dan Aykroyd, you know, changing trading places, trading places, man. So that trading of places is coming about, man. You're watching that in full time, in real time, and in living color as we speak, man, right now, you know. So, but here now I'm gonna read Jacob's blessing. This is Genesis 27 and 27. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath blessed. You know, because his mother Rachel wanted Jacob to get the blessing, which again, that's how it's supposed to play out in the earth. You know, it was supposed to be as if he tricked him. Everything, you know, was done that way because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wanted it to play out that way. You know, he was chosen before they were ever born or did any good or evil, before they did anything. So reading on verse 28, therefore the Most High gave thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine, which is what he told Esau. When he gave Esau his temporary carnal blessing, he told him that he had already blessed Jacob, you know, with the plenteous corn and wine and the brothers serving him and all of these things. So Jacob is going to receive the same blessing, man, which we now know is the rulership of the planet Earth, man. Esau has it right now. Esau has been ruling for a long time, man. You know, they've been ruling for hundreds of years, man, you know, in wickedness, you know. And there was nothing. The only thing that was said differently between the two blessings is the corn and wine for Jacob and the servants. And Esau didn't receive that. He received the sword, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but that dew from heaven and the fatness of the earth is coming to Jacob with plenty of corn and wine. That means everything is going to be in abundance. Everything is going to be successful. Everything is going to be beautiful. You know, they're going to have the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is going to bless everything that they do, man. It's just going to be a beautiful thing for the nation of Israel, man. That's the blessing that they have coming. So guess what? When they come into that blessing, Esau has to go into those curses, man. You can't have both, which lines up perfectly with Deuteronomy 28, the 28th chapter, man. 1 through 14 is the blessings if the Israelites hearkened to the voice of the Lord to do his statutes and commandments, you know, which they didn't. But if they had, they would have got those blessings. And if they didn't, they would receive 15 through 68. They didn't. So they went into 15 through 68. So While they were in 15 through 68, Esau was in 1 through 14. Now everything is about to switch, trading places, because you're going to receive both, man. As a matter of fact, let me go here. You're going to receive both. 30 and 1. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it reads, "And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power hath driven thee." So he said he set blessings and curse before them. If he set blessings and curses before his own people, what the hell do you think he's gonna do with these heathen, man? You know, he just gonna put blessings and curses before his own people, but just let the heathens receive blessings? No, man. Just like they have to receive both, which right now the nation of Israel has received the curse part of this right here. They now have the blessings coming to them. You know what I'm saying? And you devils have the curses coming to you. This is Deuteronomy dropping down in the same chapter, Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. And it reads, "And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So the curses are now about to go on to you heathen nations, in particular, and especially you Edomites, you so-called self-proclaimed white people, man. You got the curses about to come on you. Why? Because we just read it in verse 1. He did it to his own nation, so he's damn sure gonna do it to you, man. He set before them blessings and curse, which you, by way of what we just read in Genesis, the 27th chapter, and verse 30, what was that, 39? Yeah, verse 39, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live." That was your blessing, man. So you received the blessing. So now you got to receive the curse. We just read it in Deuteronomy 30 and 1, man, because those are the both things that are set before you, man, because they were set before his people, man. You're not exempt from that if his people wasn't exempt from it. So they've went through 15, Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. So what's left? You still have 1 through 14 that they haven't received yet, which is going to line up with their blessing, which they received the same thing that you received. And I'm going to pick up back at Genesis 27 and 28. "Therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee." That's that slavery coming. "And nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee." So, hey, man, good things is going to happen to, because when we rule with the rod of iron, as it says in Psalm the 2nd chapter and Revelation the 2nd chapter as well. You know what I'm saying? Because in joint heir, pursuant to Romans 8 and 17, we're going to get that joint rulership, though willing I can be a part of that, Abaratazah, you know what I'm saying, with our big brother Yahushai in the kingdom, man. And we're going to rule with a rod of iron. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to set the will and the way, the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the earth again, man. You know what I'm saying? When Yahushai returns and reestablishes, he's going to take these Edomites and their rulership down and reestablish his kingdom, which is in joint heir, the kingdom of Israel, and reestablish and set his people up back in the earth, man, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's when that servitude is going to come into play that we just read in verse 29. And as it says, "Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee." So if these people do what they're supposed to do, hey, they'll get rain in due season. Things will work out for them. But if they don't do the things that they're supposed to do, they try not to come up, the high holy days, as the scripture said that they're going to do, that's where that rod of iron is going to come into play, man. Literally, and the things that these people do when they go off, hey, they're going to get those punishment. If it's punishment, to death, a sin unto death, then they're going to get put to death, man, as an example to the others, of what not to do, or this is the consequence of it, man. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that are coming. But those blessings and those curses, which were given, as I read in Hebrews 11 and 20, man, where Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau. And I just gave you the physical account right here in Genesis 27. You know what I'm saying? Of those blessings have to come to pass, man. Isaiah 55 and 11. The Most High says his word does not come back void, but it will accomplish the thing whereto he sends it, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? Prosper in the thing whereto he sent it. You know what I'm saying? So these things are going to come to pass, man. The Most High's word is not going to come back void. These things are already written. Esau is in his blessing now. So Jacob's blessing is the blessing to come, man. Jacob has been in his curses and are coming out of his curses and going into his blessing. So Esau is coming out of his blessing and going into his curses. You know what I'm saying? That's your heaven and your hell, man. That's the good news. That's the gospel. Everybody can't have good news, good tidings at one time. That's a false balance, man. As a matter of fact, what was I want to go to? I was just going to make a point. See if the Spirit gives it back to me. Can't remember. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving. So, hey, the kingdom it belongs to Jacob, man. You know what I'm saying? That the blessing is coming, man. And it's coming to Jacob. So, which lines up perfectly. Let me go here now with 2nd Ezra 6, and I'm going to start at verse 7. And it reads, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of times? When, what are the signs that you're going to give so we'll know it's time for this devil to be at his end, man? Or when shall the end of the first thing, Salakia, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau, which symbolizes the nation of Israel bringing down the nation of Edom, man, by way of our big brother Yahushua when he returns, man, to take down these kingdoms, man, and all these governments, which is why it says in Revelations 19 and 10, Salakia 19 and 13, that he wore on his head, he wore many crowns, man. And as a matter of fact, in Daniel, the 7th chapter, I think around verse 9, it says that I beheld till the thrones were cast down, man. That's those rulerships, man. That's what that all is representative of, these current rulerships, man. You know what I'm saying? It says Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. Here's the point. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is at the end of his world, and Jacob is at the beginning of his world, man, which is the kingdom of heaven being established in the earth. And the Spirit gave me back, brought it back to me, what I was trying to remember a while ago. And it is this right here, Jacob is at the end of their iniquity, man. You know what I'm saying? And Esau is at the beginning of his. As a matter of fact, it tells you we're at the end of our captivity, our iniquity, our punishment is over. Those curses, everything is where it is at its end for the nation of Israel, man. And now it's you other nations turn, especially you Edomites, man. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So ain't no more slaveries coming for the nation of Israel, man. This is our last one, man. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So it's now your turn, man. You've been good. Now it's time. Now it's time to be bad. You're bad. You know what I'm saying? Which lines up with the Lazarus and the rich man, that parable, man. When Esau saw Jacob in Abraham's bosom, You know what I'm saying? Lazarus which is representative of Jacob, Israel, in Abraham's bosom. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted, he was told that, you had yours. Now it's their turn, and that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what's going on. All of these things are saying the same thing, man. But you got these devils out here, devils like Vocab Malone that's, twisting everything up, trying to make it seem like we're teaching some madness or some heresies or something. You know what I'm saying? When it's actually that clown who's teaching the madness, man, because the Most High is not dealing with him. He's a heathen. He's an Edomite. And the Most High ain't dealing with him, man. You know what I'm saying? And so he doesn't know the Bible, man, But, it is what it is. It's your turn, Esau. It's your turn to go into the curses, into your hell. And it's Jacob's, Israel. It's their turn to go into their heaven, man, So, it is what it is. So hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath Shal Dawadat. Shalom.